Columbus. My name is Sierra Jackson, and you're tuned in to another edition of Columbus Connection. Today we have with us Paula Egan's and Wayne Hills. Hi, how are y'all doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. So I hear that you are bringing a great play to Columbus. Tell us a little bit about it.
Absolutely. The name of it is The Musical Magic of Motown. And of course, we're celebrating 60 great years of Motown and wonderful, wonderful Columbus talent. And I mean, we've had so much fun at rehearsals. I can't wait for the show. And I can't wait for everybody to see everything that's going on.
We're excited for it too. So how did you both get involved with the play?
Well, initially, the new Dr. M. Delmar Edwards Black History Museum, this is sort of like the kickoff for that. People have heard for a few months now that the new museum is coming. We've got a site and all of that. So we're getting ready to kick off a $5 million campaign for that.
Wow.
And so I just thought about, what's going to galvanize people to come together. And so that kickoff is going to be this musical magic of Motown event.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, when she says it's the best of the best talent, it really is. And we've got the legendary Jackie Egan's, her mother, to be the musical producer. And if anyone knows about Jackie Egan's, she does not play. Her shows are professional. So this is going to be an amazing show.
Oh, awesome. I know Columbus will love it. And I hear that you're also the stage manager.
Yes.
So tell us about that role.
Well, being stage manager means you have your hands in a little bit of everything. But I get to get really up close and personal with the actual talent. I'm actually working with the book with my mom, so I know all of the background things, all of the changes to make it better and spectacular. I get to play around with the dancers a little bit. My favorite thing, of course, is the sound and the lighting backstage, not to mention the props and the spectacular things that you'll have to come to see.
That's incredible. Motown is such a classic musical experience, not just for people in Columbus, but all over the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Jukebox musicals are big right now. Of course, we know the magic of Motown traveled across the country. This year, The Temptations, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and then there was Marvin Gaye's Pride and Joy. So this sort of picks up and mixes all that back together. And it's the musical magic of Motown and more. So we have the passing of the torch. So we have some young acts in there so that it's sure to actually be adaptable for the young and the old, or the seasoned. We won't say the old because everybody's going to be dancing in the streets. Like Martha and the Vandellas.
Right. I love that. So Wayne, why was it important for you, being the director of the Black History Museum, to be a part of something like this?
Well, everybody loves Motown, and everybody's going to come. I mean, I'm of that age, so I back in the day, I thought I wanted to be a Temptation or a Four Top. I really want to be a Temptation, not a Four Top. Everybody wanted to be a Temptation because of the smooth moves and all like that. So when the idea came up, it was just a no-brainer because you don't understand. When we say it's going to be a fun time, you're going to think you're sitting there watching the Temptations and the Four Tops. We're talking about the moves that they do, all this sugar pie honey bunch and the Temptation move walk. It's a phenomenal show.
Wow, and I know you mentioned that you're having both classic acts but also young talent. Why do you think it's important to bridge the gap between two generations?
Well, having three generations in my household, my mother, myself, and my niece, hearing all of us sing the same music is something special about that. And it's so wonderful to hear that younger generation actually sing the songs of old, the wonderful lyrics, the meaningfulness of that. It just warms your heart. It really does.
And
And what is helpful is Beyonce now, everybody knows Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly and Maze. Beyonce came out with it. I was a little hesitant because I'm old school.
You like the classics.
But then she mixed in Candy, so she really knows what she's doing. So a whole new generation has fallen in love with Frankie Beverly and Maze and Cameo now.
Yes.
That's right. And songs like Don't You Worry About a Thing. Of course, we know that's Stevie Wonder, but we also know it's Tori Kelly. And there's so many songs that have been covered, and generation after generation after generation are singing these same wonderful songs, sometimes with a new little snap like Candy pushed in, but it renews it, refreshes it, and it keeps us tapping our feet.
And why is it so important for people in Columbus to be a part of?
The wonderful thing about Columbus and the Columbus community, and I know we're, in the top 100 great cities to live in.
That's right.
One of the reasons that we're in the top 100 is because of the diversity. And we have a beautiful scene that shows off the Columbus diversity. And music is universal. It doesn't matter where you've come from. I think everybody listens to some type of music. And the collectiveness of the Motown sound, it bridges, and like you said, it's universal all over the world. And when Berry Gordy did his thing and changed the music scene, and with Motown, because it brings in all of the fun of life, and you can think back on, oh, I remember what I was doing when I heard that song for the first time, or I remember what was happening, and it takes you right back to that place, and you can just feel it, feel the spirit, as we feel it in rehearsal. Sometimes when people are singing, I'm thinking, oh, that's not the track, that's really them singing, you know. But it's just phenomenal. I just can't wait for everybody to really feel that.
I love that you highlighted the talent that comes from Columbus.
Yes.
And you're also a Columbus native coming from Hardaway, right?
Yes,
Go
that's
Hawks.
right. Go Hawks. We just had a reunion. I won't tell you which one. But it was grand. We had a wonderful time at the Columbus Country Club.
Oh, that's awesome. So how is it being able to be a stage manager for a play like this and being able to give Columbus talent other opportunities to show their skills?
And I tell you, that is really near and dear to my heart. Working with a number of theater productions in Columbus over the years, I've seen talent grow up, move away. People become stars in New York and California that I've worked with. And now to see younger ones that some of them actually were stagehands with me. And now they're on stage. And I'm like, wow, this is how the cycle continues. And we know there's great talent from Columbus already, like the Wayne Brady's or Justin Guarini, people who've made it big, and we have an opportunity to show off more talent that will possibly be in those positions in the near future. They certainly are talented enough for it.
That's great. Is there a way that people can still be a part of the play?
Well, we are cast up, which is a wonderful thing, but you certainly can come out and possibly be a part of something that we're doing in the future.
That's awesome. And where can they find more information about how to be a part of the play, a future play?
Well, they can get that information at the River Center. We'll probably have that information prepared and ready for them when they see the show.
Can they also get tickets at the River Center?
Absolutely. They can go online and at the River Center, I think it's rivercenter.org, is it? And click on Motown. They can go down to the River Center and see the wonderful display, the sign, they actually not display out there, so that they can get more information. And it has a write-up and all of that wonderful information that they'll need specifically to get all of that they need to get their ticket.
That's awesome. And Mr. Wayne, tell us a little bit more so about how this play gives proceeds to other great community efforts.
Well, these proceeds from this particular event will be going directly, all the proceeds will be going directly to the Dr. M. Delmar Edwards Black History Museum. And it will be located on 8th and Veterans Parkway, right there on the corner, which is the home of the late Dr. M. Delmar Edwards' office. Wow. You know, he was the first black surgeon here in Columbus, Georgia. So we are fortunate to have that. His children have offered that building to us. So we are looking forward for that. But the entire proceeds from this event is going toward the efforts of building the new Dr. M. Delmar Edwards Black History Museum.
That's incredible, and you've done a lot in the community, not just with this, but you have a great extensive experience with working with Columbus. Tell us a little bit more about how you've been a part of Columbus.
Well, you know, I came here as the director of the A.J. McClung YMCA in 1990. Some people ask me where I'm from. You know, I figure after 29 years, I'm from Columbus, so which is fine.
Right, for sure. Officially a native at this point.
Right. In 2005, I started a Courier-Echo-Latino newspaper, so we just celebrated 14 years here.
Congratulations.
We had our 14th annual Community Service Awards event, which we had Larry Dobson, who is the former lead singer of the Barcades, perform. So it was a great event. So I've been here 29 years now. It's a beautiful city. It's grown since I started here. There was no river center. There was no whitewater rafting.
Wow.
And now when you go downtown, it's the college crowd and the young people have just, it's so vibrant now. So this event is just, I just can't say too much about it. It may be because I'm old school. You hear Motown, I just lose my mind. I will say that I am one of the Temptations. I am one of the Pips.
Oh.
So, you
You're the extra member.
Yeah, I'm not Bubba. Yeah, right. But no, we're going to have a good time.
Awesome. So where can fellow citizens come out and get tickets and maybe see a little bit of singing from you too, maybe?
Old Man River. You can get tickets. The event will be held at the River Center for the Performing Arts.
Okay.
In the Bill Hurd Center. And tickets are on sale right now there at 900 Broadway. So get your tickets today. It's I'm telling you, it will rival. They might even ask us to take this on Broadway. It's that good. Trust me.
That's right.
You'll be surprised
Take
at
it
the
on the
talent
road.
that we have in Columbus, Georgia.
Absolutely.
You'll be. But the glue that holds it all together is Jackie Egan's. I mean, she's a taskmaster, but I'm telling you, it might look crazy in rehearsal, but when showtime comes, you guys are going to sit here and say, oh man, I promise you, somebody in the audience is going to say, man, they need to take this to Broadway.
It's funny you should say that, though. I remember the other show she did here. They actually did try to travel it around. The only reason they couldn't do it, and they couldn't believe that it was all Columbus talent.
Wow.
But every single person was from Columbus. The only thing that stopped us was the unions in all of the different cities. But she is amazing what she can do. She has an eye for it. She was a child prodigy playing in the piano and organ at the age 10.
Oh, wow.
So she's been doing it long enough to be very proficient in it. I'll put it like that.
Awesome. Well, we know about Columbus talent. We know how talented Columbus is, and we're looking forward to the rest of the city and even more people seeing this incredible musical. So thank you so much for coming to Columbus Connection, and we hope that you all make sure you go and see the musical very soon. Take care.